I'm drunk. Tell you, drunk.com, you hear me?
Alright, y'all know what it is. It's your boys, SOULZ, and this is, what the fuck was we calling it again?
SOULCAST.
This is the SOULCAST. Yes. This is the SOULCAST, and I'm here with your boy Drizzy and my boy Liukang. So, today is actually something, it's a straight MBD. I've literally never done a podcast before, but I got hella conversation, apparently.
This is my first time, too.
See, so we a bunch of newbies in here, but
I always wanted to, though. Not
new to conversation. Okay, so we had basically a bunch of different topics we were going to talk about today. And, you know, we don't want to get into the nitty gritty because I obviously know what the topic of this video says. So we're going to save that for somewhere in the middle, you know. So one of the first things I would like to talk about, if y'all would, is the Gunna situation. Like, you know, because it's only a very funny thing to me because of snitching being, you know, a really big thing that's not cool.
Shit, nowadays it seems like it's getting cool, man.
Right?
You see? But my biggest thing is, why hasn't no one else, like said anything? Like, I'm surprised 6ix9ine hasn't came out and said anything about it.
6ix9ine made a small statement I seen on his story. I seen he said something about it saying, y'all hiding about this now that it's your friend, instead of you know, putting it all out into the streets how they did with him.
Right.
But at the same time, I've been seeing so many things about people saying that the things he agreed to in the court, to me personally, in my opinion, it's snitching. But I've seen people saying that, he only was saying yes to things that Thug already said yes to in a previous like trial or statement or sitting or whatever with the judge. So they're saying it's not necessarily snitching because he was just agreeing. But then I seen someone who said that they talked to Thug since the whole situation. He ain't give no to about that. He ain't tell nobody to take.
Who even said that? So where does this information even come from? From people saying that Thug says this? Like, that's crazy.
Because it could possibly be a strategy that their legal team is using. You know,
so stuff like that actually happens.
It could end up making it easier for Thug to get an easier sentence or something. But you ain't gonna know all that until the trial's over,
right?
Everything when all the evidence comes out, really. That'd be the only explanation.
Okay, so I guess so how do you feel about really just the situation that 6ix9ine had going on and what he snitched on versus Gunna, I guess, dry snitching or.
Nah, bro. I mean, you look at the court. What you said in court, you talk too much. You could say it was snitching. You could probably take a plea deal and not say that much. The 6ix9ine thing,
no snitching.
I mean, it's just like the definition, like of snitching. Like that's what it is. People have gotten killed over that kind of shit before, but
right,
got security and whatnot. But hell.
But the 6ix9ine thing is like, it was snitching, yes, but I don't even really fault him for it because
not all the way. You give him a little
because the nigga was getting did so dirty, man.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even fucking with him at the time of the situation. You
like, he had been felling out
and
with them.
it's like, isn't snitching more so like when you, well, I guess he was a part of the whole
snitching is anything.
Alright, well, look, also, I've spoken to my nigga Ferg about the situation. He said the nigga just shouldn't have got into no type of street shit if he didn't want to go down with it.
And that's what I ultimately was gonna say.
Because getting your bitch fucked and all this shit is just street shit.
That's just street shit.
But going through it and everything, look how rich the motherfucker is now, though.
Right, off of good and bad controversy.
And he's chilling. He's not even making music because he knows he don't need it. Like,
Damn. So, have y'all heard about Chrisean Rock is releasing gospel music after converting to Christianity?
That's awesome. That's a blessing. I'm glad to hear that. I wish I would have more often. For real.
No, it's actually crazy. Like, you should pull it up on if you can pull it up on your phone, Drizzy. And it's what she says. It's what Chrisean Rock says that actually, like, when I heard the song, the gospel song that she had, I was kind of like,
that's the number one thing on the board. My belief.
Okay. So there we go. She be feeling it. She be feeling that shit hard. She be feeling, but like, look, this is what she said.
That's the number one thing on the board. My belief system is crazy. My first word was hallelujah.
That's a hard word to say.
It's not a word. It's the highest praise.
Come on.
Anybody can grow up in church and just turn away from the church.
I see it all the time.
So they were like very religious. He'd do certain things to put fear in our hearts. It made me tune everything out.
And listen to him only.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Ocean.
Yes.
I practiced speaking tongues on something that like sent me there. You can tell when you're
Like
away from
what?
it.
What's that feel like when you feel like you're
Wait,
away?
she said-
Like I abandoned him and then now I'm crying because I can feel it.
What is she talking about though? Because this is very cut up.
Faith is one thing.
Is it
another
edited?
thing. There's a revelation.
Some of
that
it.
you know.
Some of
God
it
is never gonna
definitely.
create a life.
It was
No,
no, that is not happening. Not on my podcast. Not on the SOULCAST. No, we can't use that one. We can't use that one. Hold up. One over here. It's a Bic somewhere. Get lighter.
We got a lot of glass.
Jesus.
They don't even know what just happened.
Jesus. But yeah. So Chrisean Rock, man, she was talking about. I mean, I don't know what made her. I don't know what made her make this like all of a sudden transition, but she obviously feels some type of way. Like from that video when she was literally about to cry.
Yeah.
When she said, "I felt like God turned away from me," and I was like, I just felt that. I ain't gonna cap.
Yep, definitely.
Everybody felt like they had God turn away from them at one point.
That's a fact. But I feel like that's all part of growing up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't think God definitely never turned away from you, but you could definitely turn away from God. And going back, it happened overnight like that, like no matter what happened to her. So, yeah, I think it's awesome she's doing that.
Man, you just said some real shit. I ain't never even look at it like that.
Yeah.
That he's not necessarily ever turned away from you, but it do be you walking away.
Yeah, but it's you.
Essentially, yeah.
Remember, the one thing that I've said always is that God is not good or bad.
Yeah, because we don't.
He just is God.
Yeah.
You know, he's not. He's on a neutral ground. So like when people feel like God is walking away from him, it's just because they selfishly ain't getting what they wanted in life.
Yeah.
God just chilling. God ain't doing nothing to you.
God,
literally. He gave you life and has been chilling.
And been chilling. Like that's all he had to do.
Yeah, all he had to do is give us life and then boom. No matter what religion you believe, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all God owed you. Or he didn't really owe you anything.
Yeah.
That's all God had to do for you.
Yeah.
Give you breath.
And that's it. And you do what you want from there with. And that's another thing. I think this was you that I was talking about, just the actual, like, people, when you hear the word free will, like up until recently, I thought of free will as just being the word free will. But then when you play video games like Skyrim and stuff, and you use, mana, aka willpower, and all of these things, it makes you look at it a little bit differently from the point of you actually realizing you have the will to do something. It takes a certain type of energy and a power to be able to make a decision to do a certain act or something.
The mind's a powerful thing.
You feel me?
Manifest things before it even happens.
That's exactly right.
Sure.
Yes. So, I mean, essentially what I'm saying is take hold of your destiny. Do what makes you happy. And, like, don't worry about what other people say, because other people's opinions is nothing at the end of the day when you leave this
lay
world.
down in the casket by yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. Good for Chrisean. Speaking about Chrisean, the only thing that rhymes that sounds like a C is a K. And what about that nigga Kanye?
I'm dead.
No cap. What about Kanye? Because this has been one of my favorite topics that I don't feel a lot of people have been really talking of. I mean, it's a lot that happened that really done took the light away from Kanye recently, as far as shit that's happening in the world and whatnot. But what he said was a very important thing, in my opinion. Everything he said
The man's not lying.
At all. Okay, so you agree?
The man's not lying. He might be a little crazy in the way he presents it.
Yes.
Odd sometimes.
A little unethical.
But,
you know?
I just think he doesn't know how to articulate himself.
There's so much going on in that brain, he can't put it into words.
Because, like, him saying, I saw something where he straight up was like, I've seen plenty good things about Hitler.
Oh, yeah, it's like you can't say that. You can't.
It's like, you know,
like,
damn well.
We know what we know about Hitler.
It's like, hold on.
But
it's like, you know damn well, no one's seen good things about Hitler.
No one
in life. But he's saying that because he's trying to be provocative.
He's
trying to be provocative.
He's like arguing for the bad side of the situation. Like,
yeah.
And some people that thought Hitler did good shit.
That's
I mean,
no,
but
like,
no, Hitler was a fucking homicidal maniac. But you know, whatever the depths of his reasoning and blah blah blah, it doesn't even matter to me. But what I was gonna say is, did I just get too high?
No, he said.
Oh yeah, the basis of what Kanye was trying to say is simply just that Jewish people run media, and the media being put out constantly about black on black violence, and the media being put out constantly about twerk your ass this or wet ass pussy this, or me constantly being put out about shoot a nigga up and shit. It's all Jewish pushed. And that's what he was trying to say. He's saying that if there were black people in control of media, it wouldn't be so the way it is. Or he was not even necessarily black people, just different people. Because I don't even think he specified who he wanted to be in control.
Right.
But he is not articulating himself like that. What he's saying is, I seen good things about Hitler, and he said, we need to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews. Which is...
He said that?
Outrageous.
He said, that was the tweet that got him the ban from Adidas.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know he said that, bro. I've been under a pebble.
No, the tweet, the specific tweet that got him... banned from, or not banned, but canceled his deal with Adidas was something about quote unquote going DEFCON 3 on Jews, which you can't say shit like that because that's absurd. But it's
it's like saying,
but he's just and one thing I do also think is that cancel culture overreacts because who cares? This is one man's opinion.
Right.
Like, why everyone's saying, oh, but he has influence, he has the power to create a whole uprising. No, he's not an activist. Trump himself couldn't even create his own fucking uprising. Like,
exactly. Bro, he had the real kind of supporters. He had the real supporters.
That nigga Trump.
Hey man, whatever happened in that White House being stormed, that shit seems staged.
If he would have gave the word, them folks would have
there's a lot of shit staged.
They would have
Why is there I don't understand why there's so many cameras out, like good 4K footage out now of all these events going on. It's like, nigga, all this shit has to be staged.
It has to. It seems like a movie, like a real life movie being watched.
I know we didn't get to the topic yet, but even like bruh getting arrested.
Yes, the way that looked.
But we'll get.
Do you even see?
We'll get there.
That was crazy. His hand signals alone.
Like,
he know what he doing. Like you strategically have to. Like I know, bro. That it's crazy. This is honestly wild. But like you said, let's save that.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So, oof.
You got a fan of this motherfucker?
I do, but that shit is an industrial fan.
Nigga, y'all niggas pussy. Keep it.
I ain't say nothing about it. Okay. So yes, you actually brought up earlier today, and I'm not aware of it, but the Cash App tax laws. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh shit.
What is like? I didn't know anything about that.
For people who don't know, and they got a lot of business going through Cash App, Venmo, really anything that's just online transfer of money. They were going to tax you at the end of 2022 for any transfers over $600. But recently they just, I don't know who they is, I guess the IRS, somebody just switched the law to where it's $20,000. You would have had to transfer. And the only thing that can save you for everybody out there is if you just have a what it's for on your payment. If you say what
like
it's
the little
for,
receipt part,
and it's not income, because anything that's not income, you don't get taxed.
Like if you gift it, if it's gifts.
No, if you say like I sent this to you for rent, rent isn't income. You know, it's like.
Huh.
Oh no, I'm about to just finish this before I even start tackling that bitch.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
You gonna get the chip, man? Did you get the vaccine?
Fuck no. Oh, well, I'm not gonna get the chip. And no, I did not get the vaccine.
Fuck no for both.
Fuck no for both, in my opinion. I feel like...
broke, bro.
Did you? Did you get the vaccine?
Fuck
This
no.
nigga is hell.
Okay.
This nigga fucked up the shit.
Did you? I feel like you travel a lot.
I did not get
Okay, you didn't get the vaccine. Cool.
No.
Like, I know someone, it's crazy, bro. Like, my girl actually got the vaccine, but she got it in the middle of the pandemic just to go to New York. Crazy. Like, they wouldn't allow her to go to New York unless she got the vaccine.
Yeah, you can't come in.
But now you can go to New York now.
It's clinically proven by both of the vaccines. The vaccine and the booster didn't work. Then they trying to blame it on people who didn't take the vaccine.
Like, we're the reason why it's counteract. Bullshit.
Aside from that, even when you get the vaccine done, the card that they give you is not laminated. It's not nothing. It's just ink on
a
cardboard.
paper. Yeah.
You can make them all day long.
What? Yeah.
Literally.
What? Who is checking this? Other than looking at the card.
There's no barcodes or nothing.
Nothing, for real.
It just says,
And
I got my vaccination.
So it don't make sense. I need a lighter.
Yeah.
This is absurd.
Us not having a lighter came into play. Let me get one of them airhead strips. Like, even from the beginning of this man, like,
Free Top G.
free Top G, you know?
Gee.
Free him. Because until proven, until he's proven innocent, I mean, no. What? How does the saying go? How does the saying
He's
go?
proven guilty.
Until he's proven guilty.
He's innocent
exactly.
until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Fuck that, but even though my boy guilty.
Because he's just being...
innocent.
Oh, damn, no.
That's my nigga.
He gets-
Fuck that.
So you... No. That was a joke. He's trolling. He's trolling.
In all seriousness, I've done some deep diving into the situation. It's public news that he used to have a webcam series and shit, like with girls. Apparently, though, at the height of his webcam series, it was only the peak. It was only 75 girls in 4 houses. He didn't capture them. He didn't do any of that. This is his own words. He said this in a podcast. They were all very well off. I believe they were all damn near making like $1 million.
Yeah.
Had to each, because he was talking about how he himself was bringing in almost upwards of $2 million a month. All right, in my honest opinion, though, for his defense, don't you think that he would just have to get a lot of girls, like he says that he has, to come into court and make a statement and say, "Yo, no, this is all cap. Like, I've lived with him, I've dated him, I've worked with him, and he doesn't."
I've seen some videos where girls doing that though.
I saw his ex did it, but he needs multiple.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are on his side, so.
No, and that's what they don't show you, because online and you don't see that. Like, it's still a lot of people just, like damning him down and shit like that.
It's the way they portray him.
No matter who it is, bro, I don't agree with human trafficking at all, but I don't wish jail on anybody.
Yeah.
And
for someone who didn't do it.
And he seems like a very stand-up person. Like, I mean, I don't know him at all.
We don't know him.
We only know him via internet.
Yeah.
But like but think about it, bro. Once you see uncut footage of someone talking for hours on top of hours on top of hours,
when you be watching a lot,
you can tell a person's mannerisms, a person's everything,
exactly,
about if they're lying,
I damn near subscribe to the War Room.
Yeah,
is that what it was called? It's a new one now.
The Real World.
Yeah,
that shit just got taken down, bro.
Yeah, no, I looked into it. Like, pretty much got all the free information out of it that you could.
What is the real? I never even heard of that.
It's actually like a. Have you ever heard of like Patreon?
Yeah, I've heard of Patreon. Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Like a Discord, right?
You pay, and then it's like actually him and his brother and his people. They're all in there chatting with each other about business, stuff like that, business and ideas and life skills and all that positive.
Definitely.
So he's getting too high for his podcast.
That could be a possibility.
That gas.
That is. Man,
I can smoke
Drizzy
about 10
got down.
motherfuckers. I mean, smoking all day.
Yeah.
We
have. At least I have. I only had like 2 blunts before y'all came.
Don't do drugs, kids.
I mean, I had 2.
Hey.
I had 2 Reds.
Weed is a drug? Yes or no?
Weed.
Damn.
I don't need not. No, it's not a drug. Damn.
I don't know, bro. It's a drug. It's a medication. So
that is hard.
It's
drug,
it's
right? A drug, I guess. Yeah, if it puts you under some kind
of.
In
my opinion, it's not a drug.
It's definitely so. To me, it's more like food.
Only reason I say that though.
Do you think you would have said that before you smoked?
Ever since I was a kid.
Before I smoked, no. I used to be very against weed, but
yeah,
funny enough,
me too.
But it's only because of the stereotypes that go behind it though. But I don't think that's a drug because it comes from Earth. I think a drug is anything that we make.
There's medications. Not a lot of them that we take here in America.
Like I do think that.
I mean, cocaine
because it's more like an herb.
Yeah,
it's an actual net, and we're not altering this in any kind of way. We're not putting it in a pill.
And even when people say, "Oh, bro, me dabbing and shit is the cleanest way," I think that is doing drugs, nigga. Like if you dab, hit a dab pen, fucking even edibles, all that. I've done edibles. I've
cooking
hit dabs,
is the same thing as smoking,
but I still
cooking with
drugs, bro. Drugs. You looking crazy?
Wait,
you want to do this as the Rastafari way of just sitting back, rolling your herb and some tobacco leaf.
What if they're just putting it in like their food, like butter and shit? Like
they
probably did that shit before.
Yeah, but like the process is gnarly.
Not really. If you grind up some weed, bro, and throw it in,
put it in a tea, yeah.
You throw it in some food and cook that shit up, it's gonna work. People be turning it into the butter. And
stuff, that shit make you. I mean, it do have
you can still just throw it into some food and cook it with the food. It's still gonna cook down into the food.
It do have slightly hallucinogenic.
Oh yeah, if you don't smoke, the first time you smoke, oh boy.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about like doing edibles.
Okay, yeah.
What is the story of the first time you smoked?
First time? I think the first 2 times I smoked, I didn't even get high. I don't know if it's because Brad had some mids or what, but the time I did smoke, the 3rd time I smoked and got high, I was just with the homies walking around the neighborhood and shit, and it was like Cartoon World, I remember. Like, everything was very animated. And nigga felt drunk.
Oh, shit.
Like,
that's facts.
Like, when the first couple times you get high, bro, you be like tripping on like mushrooms, you know. Like
a little, yeah. I can see that. I can see that. Oh, my first time.
Like today.
Oh, y'all want to know about this? This young little story.
Nah, it ain't nothing too crazy. My first time smoking weed, my mom, you were there, so she knows.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, hey, Mom. No, I was 15 and he was 18. That's what it was. And, oh shit.
What happened when you smoked?
Okay, yeah. When we went outside. No, look. I'm gonna tell you what happened. We went outside. We smoked, and cause I'm high as fuck right now. We went outside. We smoked.
He's like, hey.
We came back inside, and for some reason, on the way upstairs, this is an apartment building, so they lived on the 3rd floor. So we went around. And as soon as I walked through the door, I kid you not, I promise, I tripped over the floorboard and I fell in slow motion for like a good 20 seconds. Like I was like...
you was probably really moving like that in person.
Bruh, it was crazy. And then when I fell, I remember looking back and it would look like they look like little rascals. Like if you could just see a bunch of kids poke their heads out the door, like.
Oh, so you was tripping for real, for real. This thing was...
I mean, maybe they did that, or maybe. Yo. Oh shit. And then I look back and I just busted out laughing. Like I laughed, just started laughing uncontrollably, and then they all started laughing. And then all the grown-ups are just inside looking at us, like staring. And, you know, I'm just laughing while I'm looking at them, like staring at me, like, you know. And then we laugh and go to the room together. And then we all just laugh and playing the game and shit. And then out of nowhere, we just hear, like, a bunch of fucking, you know. And then my mom come in there and then she just slapped the shit out of me. Look at this caking ass nigga.
I'm over here ignoring her.
I noticed it. Yeah. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, that's what's up. Shorty sent him a video. He's just like, I want to make some cake.
Damn.
This was the first podcast, so, you know, we still got a lot more to talk about, you know, whenever I fucking feel like talking, I guess. Because y'all know me. I just do shit. So, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm your boy, SOULZ. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.
I'm Drizzy Hanna.
I'm drunk. Tell you, drunk.com, you hear me?